Hello there. Welcome to the How to Market Your Horse Business podcast. I am so glad that you're here with me today. Now, in case we are new friends, as you have likely guessed, my name is Denise Alvarez, and I have the honor of hosting you here on the podcast. And I also have the honor and privilege to serve horse business owners like you through my business, Storm Lily Marketing. And I do that by helping them to convert their website visitors into their customers through one-on-one coaching, website design and content, as well as email marketing strategy and my brand new Social Stride membership where I help you create your own engaging social media content. Because here's the thing, I know that you did not get into the horse business because marketing excites you, right? And you may enjoy it, but maybe you just don't have time to do what you know you need to do. Or maybe you're listening to this podcast because you don't really love marketing, but you know that to build the business that you want, the business of your dreams, some marketing is going to be required. So I created this podcast for you, my friend, and I will use a mix of step-by-step strategies and basic how-tos so that I can help you not only see what's possible for your horse business, but I also want to help guide you through that and help you to make it happen. So on this podcast, if we are not brand new friends, then you have heard me before talk about email marketing and building your email list, and how it really is one of the keys to building a long-standing relationship with your existing and even your potential customers. Now, if we're new friends and you haven't heard me talk about that, then I encourage you to go back and listen to a couple of episodes. Episode number 5 is What the Heck's a Website That Converts and Why Should You Care? And then episode number 8 is 5 content ideas for your email newsletter. And there are some others that you could go back and listen to, but those I pulled out that other people that have listened have said those were helpful. So I think those might be a good starting point for you. And in the show notes for this episode, I will be sure and link to each of those other episodes I have mentioned. So if you go to stormlily.com/30, for episode number 30, then you will find the links there and you'll be able to listen to those episodes very easily. But in the meantime, stay here with me because we're going to talk a little bit more about email marketing and specifically about how to get those email subscribers. Because I can hear some of you saying, all right, Denise, sure, I'm with you. I can see how using emails is a more personal and a deeper way to build my equine business, to build up those relationships and build up that all-important know, like, and trust factor, because we know that people buy when they know, when they like, and when they trust you. But maybe you're saying, okay, Denise, I'm there, but how do I get people on my email list? How do I build that up? And honestly, I always say that it's best when it just becomes a part of your overall strategy. Meaning, when collecting email addresses for the purpose of staying in touch and serving them becomes central to your overall marketing strategy. So with that in mind, on today's episode, we are going to talk about some specific ways that you can build your email list of friends, also known as subscribers. All right, so grab your pen and pencil, grab your notes app or wherever you like to write things down. Of course, I will have the highlights of this over on the show notes at stormlily.com/30. So you can get that as well. But if there are specific things that stick out to you that I talk about, or as always, action items, things that you want to immediately take action on, I do always encourage you to write those things down and it will help you to take action. So let's jump into 5 simple hacks that are going to help you get email subscribers. Hack number 1 is simply to put a sign-up box on your website, but I want you to have a freebie attached to that. So notice that I didn't say, I want you to put a sign-up box on your website for people to just sign up for your email newsletter. Because how enticing is that? Unless they land on your website and they already know and love you, then they're not likely going to go sign up for your email newsletter just because it says sign up for our email newsletters. They probably already get enough of those in their inbox. However, what if you provide them with a better reason to sign up? For one, tell them it's not an email newsletter. Tell them they're going to get weekly tips or insights or an insider's look at your facility or your training program or whatever it might be. And then you also tell them they're going to get a free download that's going to be related to your product or your service. Okay, here's an easy way that you can do that. So if you're saying, Denise, what in the world would I put in that? I want you to take some time to listen to the people that you already serve. So maybe it is your one-on-one training clients or your lesson students or your whatever it might be, frankly. Listen to the people that you already work with, people that comment on your social media even, or people that you meet in person at events or at shows. Become a really good listener and pay attention to the questions that they're asking you. Because if you are good at what you're doing, people are going to be asking you questions, right? Now I want you to think back. Are there some common questions that you continue to get from those people? When you post on social media, are people sending you direct messages asking you the same question over and over? When you're at a clinic, when you're at an expo, are you getting the same questions over and over? What I want you to do is take your answers to those questions or pick a few of your top ones and turn that into a free PDF download. And you can send that to people in exchange for their email address. So when they sign up on your website, you can tell them you're going to be sending them the answers to the top 5 questions that you are asked about XYZ product or service. That sounds so much better than an email newsletter, doesn't it? Now, I really do want you to make it very easy for them to access this on your website. So make it easy to see, make it easy to sign up, and also don't be afraid to include it on other pages, not just the one homepage. So for example, if you have a blog, then most likely you are linking to that blog post from places like Facebook or Twitter or wherever it might be, or Instagram. You're telling people to go read this blog post, right? Well, right there on that page is a great place for you to put the information about your freebie. So don't just put it on one place of your website, all right? Okay, so hack number 1 is to put a sign-up box on your website with an amazing freebie. Next, item number 2, hack number 2. You're going to utilize your social media to collect email addresses. Now, you probably work really hard on your social media because you're here listening. So I know that you are in it. And so you're out there, you're trying to make things happen for your business. And that means you're making new connections, right? You're getting new followers, you're getting new friends. Well, that also means that those new friends and followers most likely haven't seen your previous post, the one that you made when you did make that freebie and you started to tell the world about it 5 months ago. All right, well, your new friends haven't seen that yet, right? They haven't seen the tips and the tricks that you provide in your regular emails. They haven't heard about that. So I want you to intentionally post about your email newsletter, which you're not going to call. You're going to call it your insider's look or whatever, at least once a month in your social media. All right. This is going to give you the opportunity to invite your new friends and followers to get on your email list. Now, if you have been with me very long, then you know that I look at social media as a place to be social and engaged. So of course, that goes along with saying your other posts are not always going to be selling and asking. So this is what I would consider an ask when you're inviting someone to go sign up for something. All right. But I don't want you to be afraid to do this, because if you have followers and friends that have already signed up or seen this post, it's okay. They're not going to get mad that they see you letting other people know about it. All right. So don't be afraid that you're like, well, I've already said something about it, but that's okay because you've got new friends, right? And you want those new friends to know that they can get on your email list. They can be the first to know about clinics. They can be the first to know about a sale that you have going on online, whatever the case may be. Okay. So hack number 2 is to make sure you're talking about it on social media. Okay, hack number 3 for getting email subscribers is to do a giveaway or a contest. Okay, giveaways can be a really great way to increase your social media following, and they can also be a great way to build your email list. Now, the thing to remember is that you want to build this up in such a way that you're getting qualified people on your email list, okay? So that is just a word of caution. You don't want to get those people that just like free stuff. You know who I'm talking about. When you've had a booth at an expo and you see that person just going from booth to booth to booth, signing up, filling out the little form, dropping it in the hat, and then never even talking to somebody because they're not really interested. They just like free stuff. Now, that's bound to happen, but if you're intentional in how you build up this giveaway or this contest idea, then you can at least try to filter some of those people out. So make sure that what it is that you're giving away is connected to your product or your service. At the very least, make sure that people that are interested in the giveaway are also going to be people that are interested in your product or your service. Have them at least connected in some way. So maybe you're going to partner with another business, then make sure that you guys are serving a like audience, right? And then you're also going to want to make sure that signing up for your emails is part of the entry process. Otherwise, this is not going to build up your email list. But you also want to be very clear from the get-go and let them know that you're going to be sending them emails. So you're not trying to do a little switcheroo here and trick people to get their email addresses. You want to be upfront about it. And that's legal, by the way. There are some rules and regulations when it comes to email marketing. So you do need to tell them up front that when they provide their email address, you're going to be emailing them. They can unsubscribe at any time. But the key is ask for those email addresses. Now, you can also make referrals to their friends as a bonus entry to the giveaway. So if someone on your email list would refer someone else new and then those people sign up, then maybe you give more entries to that person. Now, I'm not trying to complicate things for you. Please know that. There are some really cool tools out there that can help you to manage giveaways like this. And they can, put somebody's name in a hat a certain number of times and then do the random giveaway for you. There's one called Rafflecopter that's very popular, but you can just go do a quick Google search for online giveaway platforms or how to do a giveaway online, and you will see some really good resources. But if that scares you, if you're not quite ready to go that route yet, then simple is also okay. So don't worry about trying to do those bonus entry options if you're saying, I just really want to do something simple. Say that you're going to be giving away these prizes on a random basis to someone who's on your email list. Maybe that's just a way that you encourage people to get on there. You tell them that you're going to do quarterly giveaways, perhaps. And the only way to be on that list and get giveaways is to actually be on the email list because they never know when you're going to give something away. That's also going to help you filter out those people that might just join and later on subscribe, which, as we talked about, is not that helpful here because you're wanting to build up qualified leads. So again, make sure you're marrying that strategy with not just getting a bunch of numbers, not just getting a bunch of people on the list, but getting the right people on the list. Okay? All right, so let's move on to hack number 4 for getting email subscribers, and that is advertising. Now, I know advertising, that's not that uncommon of a marketing tool, but a lot of people do not use their advertising as an opportunity to build up the email list, okay? So obviously, there's Facebook and Instagram ads and others, social media ads that you can use to grow your email list. I guarantee you have seen these as you go through your own news feed. And the people are giving away, they're not saying sign up for my email list, right? They're saying come to this free training. Here's this free download. Here's a free menu plan, whatever it is that's showing up in your newsfeed. And it really is a very good way for you to get in front of a group of people that you might not otherwise be in touch with. And so you should look into that. I don't want you to be scared to do that, but I also want you to consider ads in other places and mentioning your freebie in places that you may already be advertising and you just don't realize that you could turn this into an opportunity to build your email list. So for example, are you involved in a particular breed or discipline association? I guarantee you they have opportunities to advertise, right? Whether it's print opportunities or online. So why not place an ad with them and include some clear and easy directions that say to visit your website for this amazing freebie that you created? So obviously, you're going to use better words. You're not going to say, go get my freebie. You're going to tell them exactly what it is and why they would want to sign up, right? So go to xyzwebsite.com/ whatever the common question might be. So /saddles, or /training /whatever, and then you say the top 5 questions that I get asked, I'm answering those. Make it super simple. But the point is that you can really use that opportunity to build up your email list, because here's the thing. Some people may not buy based on an ad, but they definitely might go and look you up, right? They might just go visit your website because you've got their curiosity going with the ad that you've placed. So what if you give them another reason to go to your website, right? Not to just get information, but actually to go and connect with you. So then they've been to your website. And you could even have an option in your sign up form that asks them how they found out about you. And that would also to help you, figure out where you're getting those leads from. So I want you to think about your existing connections and where you can advertise in that way. So what about publications? Is there an equine publication that's a good fit for you? Again, consider online and print. I realize that sometimes print might seem a little bit expensive. It may be the place for you, but you can also look at online, and you can also look into your area. So perhaps it's not the national publication, but maybe there's a regional one that you should be in. You could also consider offering to write an article or to be interviewed as an expert for an article in their publication. And then in that, you can say, I'm happy to do that as long as you send people to my website and let them know about this free resource. So let's figure out how the article that you're writing can be connected to what I do, and then I can let them know I have this free resource available. Well, that gives them great content. It gives them an expert to interview, and it also gives you some free, most likely free, depending on where you're going. Some people will have you pay for that, but it gives you a really good way to get in front of the people that you want to be in front of and to invite them to join your email list. Okay, so the point is, if you're going to pay for advertising, I want you to see how you can make getting on your email list an enticing action step for the people that are going to see your ad. Okay? All right, so that is hack number 4. Let's move on to our last one. This is number 5, and it is to take advantage of being at live events. Now, I realize that as I am recording this, we are still in the middle of a pandemic, and depending on where you live, live events look very different. But it will not be this way forever, right? And this podcast will be here later on when we get past this. So I want you to think about live events, whether you're going to them now or you're going to be going to them again later, all right? So do you host clinics? That's a live event. What if at the table that you have people checking in, you have a clipboard available and you're inviting them to sign up for your emails? Or even better, if they've registered, you've automatically put them on your email list. You've said, as a part of your registration, I'm going to put you on my email list so that you make sure you get all the insider info, whatever, you're the first to know. And then, of course, send them that freebie as a thank you gift, right? But the same thing is, what if you're at a rodeo and you have a booth there, or at a horse show, or you're at an expo and you have a table set up of some sort? What if you had a drawing to get some even more signups? And like with the giveaways, when you do something like that, you need to make sure that it's very clear that you're going to be emailing them on a regular basis, but they can unsubscribe at any time. But that can be a really good way to get people to jump on your list and have them stay in touch with you. Now, again, just like we talked about with giveaways, if you go to a live event and you get 1,000 signups when you walk away, I'm super happy for you. However, if 800 of those people were not really interested in what you have and they unsubscribe as soon as that giveaway is over, that's really not as good as getting 500 signups from people that actually stay on your list. So I want you to consider that. Think about that quality. So you want to grow your list, but you want to be sure that you're adding the right people to it, not just anybody that walks by. So if you're going to host a giveaway, think about that. Now, sometimes it really just takes a clipboard, especially if you're already, maybe you're presenting at this event, and so people are coming to your booth because they heard you speak, then naturally, if they're coming to talk to you, they really want more. So give them the opportunity to have more. Give them the opportunity to hear from you even more. Because eventually, the right people are going to become your customers. And that is why we're doing this, right? I want to help you turn your visitors, your connections into your customers. Now, if you would like a little help with a freebie that we talked about, I want you to know that I do have something available for you. I created Email Marketing Mastery, an online course to walk you through step-by-step setting up your email marketing. So from ideas and examples for your freebie to how to get it designed, how to set up the delivery, what to put in your regular weekly emails, how to plan that out, that is all in my Email Mastery or Email Marketing Mastery online course. I walk you through each step in a video, and I've got supporting PDF downloads. It's simple and it's doable. And so if that's something you're interested in, if you love to DIY your marketing, or if that's just where you're at right now, you're saying, I maybe don't love it, Denise, but I know I need to do it, then I invite you to visit stormlily.com/email mastery to go ahead and get started. When you register for the course, you have access to everything immediately. All right. Now, if you have any questions about that, as always, feel free to shoot me a direct message on social media or send me an email, Denise@stormlily.com. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Now, I do have some openings as well for monthly email marketing clients where I help you with this process. So I help you get your delivery set up for your freebie and talk through what would be good ideas, plan out your email marketing, and then actually do that for you. So all you have to do is proof that email, say, yes, that looks good. And then I take care of sending it on and helping you continue that relationship with your customers. So if that's something you're interested in, if you're saying, Denise, I don't have time to do it myself, I would love your help, then let me know. I would love to help you with that as well. So I'll have all of that information again over at the show notes at stormlily.com/30. So you will find a summary of today's email marketing hacks so that you can get subscribers. And then you'll also have links to the episodes I told you about earlier, as well as the email marketing mastery link and then my email marketing services as well. Now, if you'd like to see this in process and you want to check out what it looks like to do a freebie and have delivery and whatnot, then I invite you to check mine out. If you just go to stormlily.com/checklist, or on my website, I've got a button up there. It says website must-haves. And my free resource there is 4 must-haves to make your equine website dreams a reality. And so if you jump over there, then you can sign up for that. You'll be on my email list. I'll let you know every week when I have a new podcast episode that drops. And then you'll also see what it looks like to have a freebie set up and have it delivered automatically and what that process looks like. Now, as always, if you have questions, I truly do love hearing from you. And if you have other ideas and you're like, Denise, I've done this and it worked really well, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. So again, email me, shoot me a message. I am here for you. As always, I so appreciate you being here with me. If you know somebody that you think would benefit from hearing this podcast, I would be so grateful if you would send that over to them. And also, if you would jump into Apple Podcasts, if that happens to be where you listen, and leave a review, I would be grateful for that as well. So again, thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.